guys, welcome to another video. Today we're here with my good buddy Clinton, who I've known for
It's been a while.
It's been a while because I met you on Facebook a long time ago when I had my V6 Mustang.
Oh yeah.
And you know all these guys through Facebook, but you never actually get to meet them.
Yeah.
Today I get to meet him. He was cool enough to drive down from freaking Waco, Texas, which is like 3 hours away, just to let me drive his car. So appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
So he has a 2013, 2014.
Yep.
V6 Mustang, and I know you guys see the title of this video. Bear with me. Dude, tell me about your Prius, your quiet little Mustang.
My quiet little Mustang. Alright, so, well, you know, bought it when I was a junior in high school. It was very affordable. I mean, plus it's great on gas mileage, so I said, why not? And so I just kind of started building onto it. Started out with a air-aid cold air intake, and then after that went on to axle backs. I got the Roush axle backs, and then let's see, from there bought some BBK shorty headers. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a long install if you do it by yourself.
That was the worst install.
Oh, it was horrible. My car was on a ramp for a week. It was just bad. It was bad. And then lethal off-road catless X-pipe, and then MPT performance 93 octane ghost cam tune.
So guys, there's no getting away from it. This car's loud, like really loud. It's not like a little loud. It's not like maybe you should put an exhaust on it. This thing is like ears bleedingly loud, which is it's just kind of cool. You know, a lot of people knock the ghost cam tune, but it's okay. It's cool and it lopes. What's the matter? You want some low? Put a ghost cam tune on. You can't make these, you know, these engines or the the 5 liters lope anyway with a real cam.
Right.
So
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
It's good. We were getting gas right before this video, and some guy pulled up in a truck and was like, "Which one of y'all's Mustangs was making that noise?" It is the 6, not mine. Mine's chump change.
Yeah.
Get away from that one.
It's funny because he didn't think it was a V6.
No.
He kind of looked at me kind of dumb. He's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah."
I think that's probably the coolest part about, you know, especially this current generation V6 is, to the untrained ear, you can make these things sound really throaty and really, you know, really grumpy. I mean, obviously, you know, real car people is going to be able to tell that difference.
Right.
But you know, to just your average Joe, like that guy was.
Oh yeah.
I don't think his name was Joe, but the average Joe, they're not going to, you know, tell the difference. So, you know, for that aspect, I think the V6 is great. You know, I mean,
right.
You don't need to get the GT if you do a lot of driving. If you're going to do road trips, I mean, this is killer.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, performance-wise, I mean, I know, so stock, these things, 3.7 liter V6 was doing about 305 horsepower stock at the crank. So what is yours ballpark?
Honestly, I have no idea. After putting all these mods on, I've never touched a dyno.
Just faster.
Yeah, it's just fast. It feels faster.
It's this much faster.
Right.
We'll just use our hands. It's that much faster.
Yeah. It's pretty great. I mean, it's really noticeable. I mean, sometimes I'll put my stock tune on just to see, like, you know, a difference, and wow, it's like a slug. And then I put it like on the MPT performance tune, and man, it's a world of a difference. It's a totally different car.
And for you guys that don't know, MPT is more power tuning, and they are the guys to go to for these 3.7 Mustangs. Those are the ones who tuned my Mustang, and pretty much every fast NA Mustang is tuned by MPT. It definitely pulls a little harder up top with these mods. It's actually, make sure no one's around when you do this. It's so loud. I miss these V6s, man. They pop like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, so one question that I seem to get a lot is, what's the best first car? You know, I'm a car guy. I want to have, you know, a cool car that's fast, makes a good noise, is relevant still. You know, what do I get? And my answer has kind of been the same since I've had my V6 Mustang, and it's just that. It's a V6 Mustang. Not the V6 Mustangs, I think 2010 and prior. If you own one of those, I'm sorry. It's not your fault. That's just what you were given. But they just weren't built very well. The engines weren't built very well. They made a bad noise and not a lot of power. But in 2011, everything kind of changed with this 3.7 liter Cyclone engine. All of a sudden, you have a lightweight little sports car that, you know, that makes 300 plus horsepower, and you know, it really is a good car now. And I think, you know, I said this in the last review video I did of the 2015 V6 Mustang, is the biggest issue with the V6 and the EcoBoost by extension is the 5.0, is the Coyote, because you know, if this car is compared to the other cars in its price range, in its segment, it does very well. And you know, it's got more power than the most and more power than the rest.
Right.
And it's a really good car. But as soon as you stack this car up against the GT, obviously it's going to fail. It's not the same car. You know, but that being said, it is a very, very good car. You know, and like I said, I don't know what you paid for this thing, but I know what I paid for mine.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have checked, but an S197, 11 to 14, really the 11 and 12s are stupid cheap these days.
are.
I was looking the other day, you can pick up a 2011, 2012 with 60,000 miles on it for like 8-9 grand.
Oh yeah.
$10,000.
Oh yeah.
You can get 300 horsepower for, and it's still a relatively new car in a body style that I still feel is one of the best looking Mustangs ever. And it's just, and you can have all this. I mean, there's a lot of premiums on there which have a lot of the things that this car has.
Oh yeah.
And you know, you're dealing with, you know, stuff that comes on a new car you're getting for under 10 grand. And you know, performance that's right there. I mean, my 2012, I autocrossed the heck out of. I feel bad for the guy that bought it after me. but just the fact that I did it that much, you know, I put some serious track time in that car and it held up just fine. So obviously, yes, this is not the best car show car. I'm sorry, it's a good car show car. It's not a good nighttime car meet car because you get the guys that come out who just have their huge egos and they want to flail it around.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, those are the guys you don't need to listen to. You know, buy the car that makes you happy. If it's, you know, if it's a V6 Mustang, please get a V6 Mustang. I'm a big proponent of them. I think they're really, really good cars, and they're kind of the perfect package. A Mustang, especially. I mean, especially you know, when you're in high school, you know, growing up, if you're a young guy, you want to take your friends places. You still have 4 seats. I would say the only issue might be insurance with this car. I never had an issue with insurance on my car, but I can see where it might get a little more expensive. And then you can squeeze some serious power out of them. I mean, I've seen a lot of these full bolt-on cars making, you know, a little north of 300, you know, wheel horsepower, which, you know, translates into what, 340, 350, you know, crank horsepower. And that's awesome. I mean, you can get a 6-speed, you can get automatic. There's a lot of options you can get with a Mustang like this. And it's just, the cool part about a Mustang for me is it's a blank slate. There's a million Mustangs out there, but you can make yours your own. I mean, you know, he prefers, you know, a more modest styling, and that's good. Then you can have the guy that could just totally stance it out, put some 25-inch wheels on there and drop it. I don't know who puts 25s on a car, but you could do it.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just kind of that back and forth. That's my favorite part about the car, is just the aftermarket for it is absolutely huge. I noticed your late model restoration short and your late model restoration catalog in the back seat, and your late model restoration coolie, your koozie. He likes that coolie right there.
It's good.
You can almost tell you're in Waco. You can almost tell the late model restoration is just a few minutes in the house, I'm sure, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's go, Hellcat. All right, let's go.
Loud as hell.
Oh, that was the best thing ever. That made me so happy. Probably are, and go. This car makes like 3 different noises. It makes a noise from, you know, from idle to like 2,200 RPM.
Yeah.
From like 25 to 4 grand, it makes a different noise. And from 4 grand to 7 to 8 to red line, it changes sound and notes, and it just, man.
Oh yeah.
I like your car, sir.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, that just about does it for me, Clinton. Thank you for letting me drive your car, sir.
No problem.
And again, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'm sure he'll be in the comments too, answering any questions about his car. And that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.